everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am out here today getting ready to kind of cut back our chrysanthemums, our mums. They man, they just kind of got big, long and lanky, and they just fell over like crazy. And so I'm going to cut them way back, and I'm going to probably do some cuttings of the what I get from it. So here we go. Let's just take a look at what we got down here. Okay, you can kind of see they're one on each side of the sidewalk as you come in. This one's fallen over like almost halfway into the sidewalk. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up. So I'm going to cut them way back. I mean, literally, I'm going to cut them way down. Take a handful and just kind of cut a handful of them and just lay them aside. This will make these so much healthier in the spring. All right, well, that'll look a little bit better once we get the rake out and kind of clean it up. But all right, I'm over here, back over here by the greenhouse. I got the table set up. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some cuttings off of these mums here. So, man, I'm gonna have to get something to put them in. But of course, you know, it's December, I don't know, probably about the 15th. This is not the best time to do mum cuttings. You know, June or July, taking softwood cuttings is your best time generally. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is just like I always do all my cutting. You know, all of the flower stuff is worthless. We don't want any of that. So we'll cut the flowers off. We'll strip them back. In fact, you know, I'll probably strip these there, strip them back, and then basically like that. So that'll be 2 cuttings there. And I'm gonna have to get something to put these in because they're gonna get all mixed up otherwise. So let me see, strip that back, go down to there. We got another cutting. Strip that stuff all back. That is good enough right there. Cut a couple of these off of there. I think what I'll do is just cut all of the stems off individually for those to be their own cuttings. So I'm going to try to keep a pretty consistent length of about 4 or 5, about like that. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off, because there's plenty of nodes. There's like, man, probably 10 nodes across there. So nodes is not going to be an issue. So I'm going to go for length. Go like, cut that off there, strip all the stuff back, boom. Okay, I got me a bucket to put the scraps in. Try to keep it kind of redded up here on the table a little bit. And I got a box that I thought maybe I could put the cuttings in there like that. So I'll put the point, you know, the part that goes to the ground down inside the box. Hopefully this works. I don't know. I got it sitting on an angle kind of over here. So, all right. Maybe I should save a couple of these. That one's broke. Save a few of these good ones and put them like in a little vase or in a little thing. And I might save a few. See if they stay pretty in on the table or something. All right. There we go. There. Okay, I got all those mums cut up into cuttings. And I got them just kind of sitting in this box. I got a little bouquet. We'll take those in, stick them in a little vase or something. Oh no! I don't want to get these mixed up end for end because the nodes are so close and I can't even really tell. So, man, I almost need to like take a rubber band and bundle them up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Bundle them up and then hose them down and keep them hydrated till I can get them stuck. Okay, so I took those mum cuttings the other day, and it's been a little bit since I did those, probably about a week or something, and I've got them here in this thing, and I had them soaking in, some water. I banded them up. I don't know if I showed you that, but I banded them up in separate things to kind of keep them from falling over, and so I could keep the tops and bottoms from, and there we go. So I can keep the bottoms all in the same order. And so what I'm going to do here is I've got this, got some Hormidin 3, and I got a little thing I put Hormidin 3 in there sometimes. So I'm going to just actually shake out a little bit more of this into the thing. So yep, that's a good bit. I don't want to contaminate my container of this. It's like 35 bucks for a thing of it on Amazon, what I paid for it. I don't know what you can get it for, but anyhow, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take these here and kind of just try to get rooting hormone on as many as I can. That I'm thinking that I probably missed a couple up in there, but we're going to call that good. Just go through all of these, kind of maybe pack them in together so the bottoms are all lined up. Maybe if here, get it kind of up on the edge there and knock the excess off, we're good. Another bundle. Get as many of them I can, and some hormone there. And the rooting hormone is probably not 100% necessary on these. I started, this is the first, okay, we'll just say it this way. This is going to be my first full trial on doing mums. I did it when I was in Michigan, but it was in the process of moving, and I ended up scrapping the experiment and didn't finish it because, you can only bring so much when you're traveling, moving. So anyhow, this is going to be a complete experiment of the fig, or not the fig, that was a few minutes ago, of the mums. And so let me talk, I probably already said this when I was picking them, but the best time to do mums, they say, is June, July with fresh growth. And I realized that. But then things were, you saw them, they were just, they needed to cut it back. They just had to be cut back. And so I decided I'm going to cut them back, and why not try and see what happens? Don't you want to know if you can take mum cuttings in the wintertime after they've, finished for the year? Well, this will be a good way to find out by watching me and not having to experiment yourself. But do the experiments yourself too, but let me know how yours goes. And so anyhow, in fact, when I cut those back, you saw how really bad they looked. Let's go over and take a look at those, and let me show you. They're already starting to grow back out. Okay, so here's the one on the one side. Look at, I've got pine needles all falling in them. Those pine needles are messy. But anyhow, look how good they're already growing back. They're already starting to pop back out. And let's look at this one over here. Look. Man, those pine needles. Oh my gosh. I should have cleaned up before I showed you this, huh? But anyhow, you can see they're just all growing out all the way around. Look how good they look. They look better like that than they did with those old dead flowers. Okay, so let's go get busy. Nice to see those growing already, you know. Oh, Deb's saying hi. Let's go say. She's over here in her little trellis with the peas. Looks like she's working on her peas.
Hi.
Hi.
What you up to?
I'm getting ready to stick some mums cuttings.
Oh, nice. From the ones out front?
Mm-hmm.
I love those. They're like a lavender and then they go to a white flower.
Yeah, they're white and
really
lavender kind of mixed. Really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, and they're already growing back. Did you see they're already growing back again after I cut them back?
Yeah, they're like getting taller. So.
Yeah, so they got fresh growth. Hopefully it'll come back stronger next year.
Very cool.
So look at her peas she's got going on here.
Yeah. So I'm gathering some of my peas. I've got some
over
here.
Look at that. You got some peas she's picking.
Yep. And then some of these will go in our salad today that we're having because I've got lettuce that needs to be ate. So we are.
Yeah, it looks like you're behind on your trellising them up, huh?
Well, I trellis them and then they fall.
Yeah, because they don't have tendrils, do they?
These don't as much as the
yeah, they do. I see tendrils.
Yeah.
I see some tendrils up
but
there.
But not as much as the other.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that was Mo.
That was Mo, yeah. I think Larry's still working on his crow because that's just, sometimes it's sad.
Yeah, that's Mo over there. Look at him coming. Mo and Chicken Nugget.
Nubs is coming down
right.
You don't want her to.
Mo and Chicken Nugget. And then up there at the top, that's Larry and Shirley and Mo there. And then Ricky's like, oh, what are you doing over here? Big
bad boy.
He's got to make a appearance too. Oh, that was Larry.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that one over to the chickens because it's just...
So yeah, we got 3 roosters. Might not have been the best idea, but we didn't plan it that way, but that's the way it is. All right, so yeah, it's kind of cool that those mums are already growing back, and it's nice to see fresh green growth. I mean, it's January 1st and they're green. You saw how green they are. But it's fixing to get really cold. We're supposed to get one night this week down to 16, down to 21 one night, down to 16 another night. Above freezing throughout the days, which is good. But so anyhow, we get some freeze, kill off some insects and different things. I guess it's a necessary thing around here. But anyhow, let's take these mum cuttings over to the propagation frame and just stick those things, and then we'll see how they do come spring. It'll be the spring before they go. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick these. In case you haven't seen my channel and don't know how I do this, I've got this board here. It's about 1.5 inches wide. I stick it there to kind of keep a straight row, and then I cut me a straight line there. That way I can stick those in a straight row. And I can usually get about 20 to 25 depending on the cutting sizes. Like that row of figs that I just put there, that brown turkey figs, I had only had 14 cuttings, so I kind of spaced them out more. But so average of about 20 or so. Get that rubber, man, that rubber band's like, all right, I dropped this one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick these in that row. Get another row ready. Now I had these cuttings sitting in this water for, man, over a week, and you can see that some of the tops are kind of starting to look browning off and stuff. Of course, any leaves that were left were dying back, and so I may have left them in the water too long. I don't know. Normally wouldn't leave them in that long, but it is what it is. You do what you can do, right? Whoops, that one was too flimsy to even, so it broke when I was sticking it down in there. All right, so Deb's out here doing stuff too, and she was out here at the greenhouse, and she's like, hey, you want to go out in the garden? So we went out the garden together, and sorry, I'm trying to get position here. After we were done, she's like, hey, what happened to the bamboo? Well, we knew that the city, when they came by and mowed the bank over there, they hit the bamboo that we had planted, and so anyhow, I pulled one of them that they knocked over. I pulled and got, hold on, let me just do the one. So I pulled the roots, and it came up with pretty good roots. Now the other side of the roots are all gone and whatnot, but so I'm going to put this in a pot. I mean, it's still got green leaves and stuff. So I'm going to put this thing in a pot and see what happens. And then, of course, one of the reasons you grow bamboo is for the canes for staking up stuff. So there was 3 other ones that were knocked down. This one here had roots, but it's been out of the ground for quite a while, so the leaves are all died back on it. But I'm going to take and pull all the little twigs off of these and harvest these canes for useful projects, right? So anyhow, so I'm going to put that good one in a pot, and then I'm going to get back to our project over here. Okay, so, well, here it is. I went ahead and potted up. It was kind of a pain to pot up over here on my bench, because if I put it up on the bench, this stuff's already 5 feet tall. And but anyhow, I put it in this gallon pot. I'm just gonna leave it in the greenhouse here, and just kind of keep an eye on it, just mainly because with it being so tall, I'm afraid the wind's gonna knock it over, and then it'll lose all its soil and all that stuff. So I'm gonna just leave it in the greenhouse. So yeah, back to our mums. Okay, so I'm back over here. By the way, I did get my thumbs brown already. Look at that. Potting up that. Anyhow, it's always exciting to get your thumbs brown, right? Get to play in the dirt. But anyhow, so update. As I was sticking those cuttings, I realized I hadn't changed that water, and it's been over a week since I took those mum cuttings, and they were not feeling right. I mean, they're just like, so some of them were turning black and whatnot, and they had like a smell to them, like, because I should have changed the water out in that amount of time. They had some, like, well, let me show you, because I'm not planting them all. I'm stopping. So look at that. I don't know if you can see the yuckiness, the funk, and I can smell them. So anyhow, I got all of these. I'm gonna throw away. Get all of these, throw away, because I feel like this is going to be an unsuccessful experiment. I think like we're like already behind the 8 ball on this stuff. So in fact, I'm going to go rinse my hand, because I got that fungus on my hand. I don't know, I just feel I don't want to contaminate my whole entire propagation frame. So let me get the hose here. I'm just going to rinse my hand off. So I'm not a germaphobe. I don't want to spread that fungus. So hold on a second. All right, so let's head back over there and let's talk about this. So I don't want to totally bail on the experiment, but I just want to let you know. In fact, I got water. Hold on a second. I just want to let you guys know that I'm not doing as many as I could have. I've got like 6 rows times 20. That's like 120 cuttings there, and I'm thinking probably a few of them might make it if fungus doesn't take over. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is I got this fungicide ready to use. Anyhow, I've got this. Last year I told you on another video that I was having problems inside with fungus on my figs. Just having all kinds of problems doing them indoors. Outdoors I don't have that problem. But anyhow, so I got this fungicide. I'm going to spray this stuff really good. Let me flip you around. All right, so I'm just going to spray this stuff really good. I mean, I'm going to just, hold on. I'm going to water those in real quick just to settle the roots, and then I'll do that. Okay, I like to do that just to let that sand settle all up around the what will be the roots of that, to help them get better contact with the soil, and not too much air down in there. But anyhow, that'll all drain off. It drains a little bit slow because this is mason sand and not wash sand. But anyhow, it works fine. It's been working great. But anyhow, so I'm going to go ahead and just take this fungicide and spray these things really good. I'm going to spray over into my figs right next door there, and that I just stuck too, because I don't want any fungus spreading over to that. So I'm going to do it from that side, then I'm going to go left-handed and spray it from the other side too. So all right, it's hard to hold the camera and do it. I'm just going to finish it, and then we'll talk. Okay, so that is kind of it. So I was planning on doing this and not posting it until I saw what happened in the spring with these mums. That I kind of think I want to put it out there so that I can get some kind of suggestions and you guys make comments about what your experience has been with mums and with fungus like that. Should I have just not even done it with the fungus? But I think the fungicide is going to be all right. I don't know. So I'm going to put it out there and let you guys help me out, and comment down below what you think. And then we will update this in the spring, or it might be in the middle of the winter. If I see they all turn black and just totally die, I'll get them out of there. But I'll update you what happens. So this will be part 1. We'll call this part 1 so that you can come back and see what happens. So anyhow, that is going to be it for this video. And so I want to thank you for hanging out with me. And I did get my thumbs brown. I showed you that a minute ago. That's always a good thing. Get out in the dirt and get your hands in the fungus. Try to stay away from that. But anyhow, get your hands in the dirt and propagate something. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the south side. God bless.